Escalating tensions between Russia and Ukraine have brought Western leaders together in Vilnius, Lithuania, to show solidarity with Kyiv. As the US decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine stirs controversy, the NATO summit aims to address Ukraine's potential membership, while concerns mount over China's reaction and Turkey's opposition. Stay tuned for the latest developments in this high-stakes geopolitical conflict. Welcome to Slant News. If you want to support, you can subscribe to our channel. As the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine escalates, leaders from Western countries have convened in Vilnius, the capital of Lithuania, to demonstrate their solidarity with Kyiv. This gathering comes just days after the United States' decision to supply cluster bombs to Ukraine as a means to defend itself against Russia's military prowess. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky expressed his hopes that the NATO summit held on Tuesday would send a clear signal that Kyiv could join the alliance once its war with Russia concludes. However, the Kremlin aimed to exploit any potential disagreements among the allies and issued a warning on the eve of the summit, stating that Ukraine's membership in NATO would have profoundly negative consequences for the security architecture in Europe as a whole. On the battlefield, Ukraine's counteroffensive continues to make progress, with its forces reclaiming 14 square kilometers in the past week amidst heavy fighting near the Russian-controlled city of Bakhmut, according to the military. Tragically, on Sunday, Russian shelling targeted a humanitarian aid hub in the Zaporizhzhia region, resulting in the deaths of 4 people the following day, as reported by the local governor. A number of concerns have arisen in anticipation of the alliance summit. US President Joe Biden met with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak in London on Monday, and the cluster munitions deal, a matter of particular worry for the UK, was a key topic of discussion. Britain is among over 120 countries that have signed an agreement prohibiting the production, storage, sale, and use of cluster bombs, which humanitarian organizations argue pose a threat to civilian populations long after deployment. President Biden acknowledged that the decision to send these weapons was a difficult one, but emphasized that Ukrainian forces were running low on ammunition. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan sought to downplay any rift between the leaders of the US and the UK, as well as within NATO, stating that Biden and Sunak were strategically aligned on the issue of Ukraine. China voiced its disapproval of the decision, labeling it irresponsible and warning of potential humanitarian problems. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokeswoman, Mao Ning, urged a balanced approach that considers both humanitarian concerns and legitimate military and security needs, while maintaining a cautious and restrained stance towards the transfer of cluster munitions. As the summit aims to present a united front regarding Ukraine's future membership, a significant objective is to exert pressure on Turkey to withdraw its opposition to Sweden's nearly approved membership bid. The Swedish Prime Minister is scheduled to meet with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan on Monday afternoon in a last-ditch effort to resolve the diplomatic impasse. Erdogan has repeatedly expressed frustration over what he perceives as Sweden's failure to fulfill its promises in addressing suspected Kurdish militants allegedly present in Stockholm. In a call with President Biden on Sunday, Erdogan's office claimed that while Sweden had taken some positive steps concerning Turkey's concerns, those efforts were rendered ineffective by allowing pro-Kurdish groups to freely hold demonstrations that glorify terrorism. Here we wrap up the news on this topic. And be sure to subscribe to our channel.